What defensive player of the year, man? Oh my gosh, what's going on, y'all? It's X once again. Welcome to episode 4 series recap. I was supposed to do my episode about the Toronto Raptors, but unfortunately, I'm kind of pushed that back because I want to get my T Wolves my series recap vid about the T Wolves out of the way. But again, if you don't know what series recap is, I'm going to say this every possible intro of the video, every video for those of y'all that just tuned in. It's basically me discussing a series, what I thought about the team and their season, and yada yada yada. Raw, unfiltered, edited thoughts. Go see previous episodes where I basically explain what it is. So, yeah, if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe because I'm ready to hammer this team. Like I'm serious. I'm ready to unleash some Black Air Force One, not even Black Air Force One energy, just straight. You know, in those old movies in the '90s where it was all like a food fight, or no, even better yet, in that one episode of the Three Stooges where Curly Howard actually got a stroke, R.I.P. Curly, um, what and it was all becoming a pie fight at the end. That's what I'm gonna do to this Utah Jazz team. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, Jazz fans, where are the excuses now? Where are the excuses now? Y'all were blessed with a Luka-less Mavs team, but y'all still want to blame it on, oh well, we were injured. Okay, let me stop y'all right there. All right, y'all were injured in 2020. I'll give you that. Bogdanovich was an important player. I mean, shit, y'all turned against him now. Fuck. But on the other side, the Denver Nuggets didn't even have Will Barton. And Will Barton is arguably as important as Murray, Gary Harris, Torrey Craig, Jeremy Grant, and obviously Millsap and Jokic when all those guys were still on the same team. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Everyone's saying, well, we got injured. That's why we lost the series. Not the fact that the Clippers were exploiting your defense after the first two games. Y'all were leading up 2-0 and you had a 25-point lead in game 6, but you guys were saying, oh, well, we were injured. Y'all are such clowns with the injury excuse. And I thought Laker fans making injury excuses were bad, but y'all stepped it up 10 times worse than we did, all right? But let me say this. Let me put it like this in layman's terms. You guys managed to have, or actually, y'all were blessed to have an injured Kawhi Leonard after Game 4. You guys faced the Clippers without Kawhi. All right, and you still lost that game. In truth, y'all managed to injure Anthony Davis, who we call Glass Boy, in LA. Y'all managed to injure him, get up 14 against the Lakers, and Russ and LeBron clowned y'all, bruh. And y'all were blessed with a Luka-less Mavs team in the first 3 games, where you should have been up 3-zip. Clowns. A lot of clowns. All right. I'm might stop it there for now, and I'm gonna give my praises to the Dallas Mavericks, man. I thought they played really, really well without Luka. They held their own. I thought they were gonna fold, especially after Game 1. I thought that looked bad. I thought Game 1 looked really bad for the Dallas Mavs. But Game 2, Jalen Brunson, I'm going to argue that Game 2 where he had 41 points, he saved, that performance saved the Mavs season. Because had he not had those 41 points, you know what I'm saying? Dallas season would have been over come Game 3 at Utah. But a lot of us underestimated Jalen Brunson. Like, he's my height and around my weight, 6'1", 190. I'm kind of like 185-ish. But, dude, bro, like, he's a tank. Dog, he averaged 27 a game in this series, shooting 48% from the field. He wasn't all that good from three because he had a bad game five, even though they won in a blowout, and he was 0-4 in game three. But he shot 85% from the free throw line. So Jalen Brunson played like a damn all star. He looked like a superstar. He looked like prime Isaiah Thomas, not the great IT, but the IT that played for the Celtics, because we knew how big of a bucket Isaiah Thomas was, and Brunson, obviously he's a better defender than Isaiah Thomas, but he showed up and showed out, and I'm proud of Jalen Brunson. The guy stepped up to the plate when they called his number, and I'm really impressed. And Dinwiddie actually impressed me in the first three games. Actually, he was pretty mid in games four and five, but game five was a wash because that was a blowout. But I thought he hit big shots in that game six, bro. And Luca, what calf strain? That dude, bro, like he didn't even miss a step. He ain't miss a step, bro. He came back and he looked like the Luka Doncic that we all know and love. Y'all feel me on that? Like, ooh wee. Uh, he was hitting shots over Rudy Gobert. I mean, he too was hitting some big shots. Like he already averaged like 28, 9, and 8 throughout the regular season, or 28, 9, and 9 closely. But since he came back for game four, he averaged 29 a game off of his usual efficiency. So he's picking up where he left off. And even though he didn't have a really good game six, he shot 8 of 21, 4 of 10 from three. He was hitting back to, I'm looking at it right now because I'm looking on ESPN so I can confirm the stats for y'all. He hit two big back-to-back threes or in the third quarter. But, you know, again, he didn't look like he missed a step. It's just um they still won that game in spite of playing bad. Like Luca said that, like, look, man, we played bad. All right, there's no other way to sugarcoat it. Well, you can't sugarcoat it. We just played awful. All right, and they still won in spite of that because Utah sold their bags. Mike Conley, who I know he ain't Chris Paul. He doesn't have Chris Paul's IQ. He doesn't have Russell Westbrook's athleticism. But I've always thought he was pretty savvy and fundamental. How did you travel the way you did in the final seconds, bro? Like, come on, Mike. Come on, Mike Conley. And Bogdanovich, he had the best look I have seen all series long. He's had the best look from three, and he missed it. He missed it, breaking every single last one of the Utah fans' hearts. I didn't even mention this earlier, and I just thought about right now. I'm literally 8 minutes into this episode. Um, my apologies for delaying that video where I'm talking about the Hawks, Bulls, and Nuggets. My apologies. I've been having some real terrible uploading issues with that video, so it's it's so late, like 2 days late. It was supposed to be uploaded on Thursday morning, but for some reason it wasn't able to materialize because of storage issues and uploading issues, etc. And yeah, my mic quality was horrible. So my apologies for that. But back to our regularly scheduled programming. Can we talk about this for a minute, y'all? Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it looked like even in their two wins, Donovan Mitchell's body language. I understand that he was in attack mode and he was trying to keep his team in the game and all that other stuff. I get that. But I thought his body language looked absolutely poor in this series. And I don't blame him, but it's just like, bro, you're the leader of the team. Like, and you want to have something to prove. You want to prove that, hey, the last 2 years were all flukes because we were injured. This was your chance to prove that. And Donovan Mitchell, I don't want to say he played bad, but he didn't play like the Donovan Mitchell we saw lighting up Oklahoma City with 38 points. We didn't see him see Donovan Mitchell play like how we're used to seeing him play. Like I understand he averaged 26 a game this season, but um outside of the first 3 games, he did not well, first of all, he wasn't I'm sounding like Charles Barkley when I say first of all midway through this thing. Damn, Charles Barkley really did rub off on me. But no, in all seriousness, if you look at the points in the first 3 games, you might say, yeah, well, Donovan Mitchell played good. But bro, he was terrible in the first 2 games. 13 of 30, 10 of 29, 3 of 10 from 3, and 2 of 6, 2 of 6 from 3. Those were in the first 2 games of that series. He was god awful. 1 of 8 from 3 in game 3, 2 of 10 from 3 in game 4, 0 of 7 in game 5, 2 of 7 in game 6. That all added up to 8 attempts, 2 to 8 attempts per game, and that adds up to 10 threes made out of 48 threes taken, which all leads up to a whopping 20.8%. Y'all heard it right. The dude shot so bad. I've never seen Donovan Mitchell play this poorly throughout his entire career. I get it. He's undersized and yada yada yada. But bruh, I've seen it throughout his whole career, throughout most of the playoffs or his playoff series. Even when they lost against the Clippers, he shot so much better than this percentage. But I'm not just looking at the stats and just watching the highlights. I'm literally looking at like even in the highlights, you sometimes see Donovan Mitchell's body language, and you question that. Yeah, he said he's gonna stay in Utah, but of course he's gonna say that. Not everyone is James Harden or Kyler Murray and all those guys. Deleting stuff from social media that has to do with their former team and being outspoken about, well, we just ain't good enough. We're just not that team anymore. And I was talking about it with one of my friends, and he told me that he's been looking like that since mid-season. And I'm just like, throughout the series, and I'm just curious, you guys can disagree with me, but I just feel like this was a series where Donovan Mitchell genuinely feels in the back of his head and deep down in his heart that Utah is just not the place for him. Because, bro, think about it like this. His best season as a member of the Utah Jazz, where it just feel like it was at its absolute peak, was his rookie year. Like, y'all gotta think about that. That's so crazy, bro. Like, since his rookie year, he'd been outed in 5 games against Houston in the first round. He blew a 3-1 lead against the Denver Nuggets in the bubble. He was up 2-0 against the Clippers. Blew games 3, 4, 5, and 6, especially game 6 where they were up 25. I understand Donovan Mitchell tried everything because of it, and yeah, he was injured in that series. I'll give him that. But he still dropped 39. You were still leading by 25 points. But and then this series, you were blessed with a Luka-less Mavs team, and you couldn't even pull off 2 games in Dallas because y'all let Jalen Brunson just walk up in here and just rock y'all shit, bro. Like, dude, oh man. And Rudy Gobert, I'm over that guy. I was kind of on the Rudy Gobert hype train for a bit. I kind of defended him when all that shit with COVID was going on. Well, actually, no, I didn't defend him. I started losing. No. I'm backtracking, but this is what I get for doing series recap. I started losing respect for Rudy Gobert, and I knew that shit was gonna hit the fan when he started touching mics in the wake of the virus. Back in March of 2020, he got Donovan Mitchell sick. Thankfully, Donovan is asymptomatic. Rudy Gobert got sick, and I think he's also asymptomatic as well. But since then, he got scored on. He let LeBron and Terrence Mann shit on him. Jokic did a number on him. Like, I understand he tried his best, but Jokic still got his numbers, and Jamal Murray still got his numbers. If he's that good defensively, And the Jazz have no defense. Like they run everything through Rudy Gobert, and it's why teams are taking advantage of that. That's why Ty Lue made that adjustment to not play any of the bigs from Zubac to DeMarcus Cousins. He didn't even play those guys throughout that entire series. Tyronn Lue thought it was a good idea to play five out and take advantage of Rudy Gobert's lack of defense. But and it's not like Rudy Gobert was contributing in any way. I understand that game winning alley oop, but come on, like I'm rewatching everything about the Utah Jazz. Almost every playoff game, I actually typed up Rudy Goobers. Well, actually no, yeah, he's not even Rudy Gobert. He's Rudy Goobers because he's a goofy goober. Like you know that old jingle in SpongeBob the movie. I'm a goofy goober. That's what Rudy Gobert is. He's a goofy goober. All right. He averaged 13.2 and 12 points, but bruh, the guy was a net negative, and his highest block total was 3 blocks. Dog, like I understand that Rudy Gobert is should not take all the blame, and I do think he gets too much blame. But come on, you're defensive player of the year, but you can't play within the paint, or you can't play outside the paint. If they take you out the paint, Rudy, that makes you uncomfortable. But that's on Quinn Snyder too. Let me get to Quinn Snyder, and that'll be it for me. Just slamming the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder. This is the third time in a row that you let your quote unquote defensive player of the year, the best defender that Utah has ever have, yada yada yada. You let him stay out there to get burned by Jalen Brunson. You let him stay out there to get burned by Terrence Mann. You let him stay out there to get burned against a struggling Lakers team. Remember, we swept y'all in the regular season for or actually minus that that game in Utah, but we just mailed it in. But the first two games we faced y'all, oh we absolutely annihilated y'all shit, bro. What was the point of getting Rudy Gay? Like I I do not understand. Was Rudy Gay injured? I don't even know if he's still in the league anymore. Like he was on the Utah Jazz, but I'm looking at it right now, like, bruh. Oh yeah, he was out. He was out with a knee. My bad. This is just me being a dick, but I didn't even know he was injured. Holy shit! Now I'm looking at it. It said he was out with a knee injury, but I don't know. What the hell? Damn, y'all gonna have to help me out. Was Rudy Gay injured throughout that series? Because I did not even see him play once. I did not see him play once in this series. It's either he got doghoused by Quinn Snyder, or he just got benched because he probably ain't that good anymore. So if that were the case, what the hell was the point of signing Rudy Gay if you were not gonna play him anyway? See, I'm trying to look at every source, and not one source said he got injured outside of what was that source? FoxSports.com. That's the only thing that said that Rudy Gay is injured. Other than that, man, I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted with how this Utah team played. Like you're getting pieces that you don't even use. Like Eric Pascal. I mean, there's a reason why Golden State cut him. He ain't even that good. Daniel House Jr. got caught trying to sleep with one of the COVID nurses in the bubble, and well, he got kicked out of the bubble, but that was a lost cause anyway because Houston was losing against my Lakers, so it really didn't matter. And y'all traded Joe Ingles. I get it. He I get it. Joe Ingles tore his ACL, but you're not even playing Nikhil Alexander Walker outside of a blowout win. You don't even play Rudy Gay. You don't even play Eric Pascal. No, you just want to roll with the same starting five, and y'all thought getting Hassan Whiteside was a good idea. Bruh, y'all are clowns. But and Quinn Snyder. um, yeah, going back to Rudy Gobert, you let him get cooked by LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Terrence, or since 2021. He's been cooked multiple times by Terrence Mann, Reggie Jackson, Russ, LeBron, and this year it's Luka and Jalen Brunson. And I don't think the list. I don't think the list even stops there. You can't win with Rudy Gobert as your only best defender on the team. I'm not saying Rudy Gobert is the worst defender ever, but I do think because of the fact he lacks anything when it comes to an outside game, both offense and defense, a lot of people overhype him to be the best big, one of the best bigs, or one of the best defensive bigs. I said that 3 times. One of the best defensive bigs that Utah's ever gotten. Diamond in the rough. Blah 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 blah. But Rudy Gobert, he shows you nothing if he's not underneath the basket on offense and defense. He's absolutely unplayable. And Quinn Snyder does not get that damn memo, bro. So yeah, if I'm Donovan Mitchell, please, please, Donovan Mitchell, I'm praying for you, my brother. Praying that you just get out of that stinking, stupid franchise. Go to Toronto. Pair with OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Gary Trent Jr. and Freddie V. Or better yet, go to the Charlotte. I've been advocating Donovan Mitchell going to the Charlotte Hornets, bro. You know, throw in Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward for Donovan Mitchell. You know, Utah gets Hayward back, and maybe they'll forgive him because they finally got back Hayward. You know, you get Terry Rozier, who is better than Mike Conley at this point of his career. And Charlotte gets a superb star that can. Excuse me, I just had my salad before making this video, but pair LaMelo Ball with Spida Mitchell. Melo Spida duo. I am all for it. But nah, Utah, delete your franchise. Well, enough of this clown show that exists in Salt Lake City. Let's move on to the actual good basketball team, or the team that is better than them, the Dallas Mavericks, and their challenges in the second round. Okay, so they have no center. The challenge with Utah, I mean with Dallas, is that they have no center to defend DeAndre Ayton. Their biggest player is Maxi Kleber, and Marquise Chris doesn't even play. I said it in my Suns Pelicans video that I believe Jason Kidd should play Marquise Chris, which I believe that he's gonna play him in this round. Because if I'm not mistaken, Marquise Chris is still on the team, right? So, and he's your only big man. He's your only big man. Now, I thought he was pretty good with the Warriors, a pretty decent rim protector, a pretty solid defender. He's got some game in him. He's got some game in him. So if I am Jason Kidd, I'm thinking I am really, really pushing the button on Marquise Chris because I can't see any other big man defending DeAndre Ayton. Now, I already talked about what Phoenix should do. Let's talk about the Sun. Let's talk about the Suns. Let's talk about the Mavs. Okay. So if they want to beat this team, I don't think they're going to beat this team. But if they want a chance, like Minnesota has had a chance against the Memphis Grizzlies, which my next episode will be talking about that. If they want a chance, you can't have Luka play one-on-one all the time, because the one thing that Phoenix is like, I said they have no weakness, but the only way you can beat Phoenix is by a few things. Moving the ball, getting Luka off ball screens. And I believe you can do that with Jalen Brunson and Spencer Dinwiddie. I think you can do that. Play Luka off ball a lot more, get him some open looks. Don't have him isolate one-on-one in an island against Mikal Bridges, Torrey Craig, Jay Crowder. You don't want to do that. You want to avoid that if you're Jason Kidd and the Mavs. And, you know, you're going to have to double team Ayton. If Jay Crowder beats you, whoever is guarding Jay Crowder, you're either using that guy to uh, get on to double Booker, to double Chris Paul, and to double DeAndre Ayton. That's what I would do if I'm the Dallas head coach. So yeah, that's a quick little preview about what the Mavericks should do. But enough of them. Yeah, Dallas is good. Luka is good. Jazz, you're trash, and I hope Donovan Mitchell leaves. So yeah, next episode we'll be talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies and my thoughts on that series. But until then, that's the end of this video. Wait a minute, and my Raptors and 76ers video will come out tonight. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I haven't had time. And again, I did have uploading issues with episode 2, with where I'm talking about the Hawks, Bulls, and the Nuggets. So my this episode and my episode about and obviously episode 2 with those 3 teams, they're all released today. So if you want to catch that, please do. And my Memphis, Minnesota series recap vid will be out tomorrow. So yeah, I have nothing else to say other than I'll see you in the next vid. I'll see you in episode, what would that be? 4 or 5, whatever. Yeah, that's the end of this video. I'm X. Deuces.